Hope you're having a good day. This is one of my Brazilian rain trees in need of some maintenance. And also, just a good time to show it off. It's in about as full bloom as I've gotten them. I actually had one, I think I posted it maybe about 2-3 months ago, that actually was a little fuller than this, but it was also much more in need of maintenance. This one is a little tidier of a tree, if you will. Take a look at the back side there. And see, I know sometimes that I never really comes off in good as pictures as I think, but see if I can give you a little bit of a closer look up at these blooms here. It's about the branch that's blooming the best. These honestly would be my favorite trees if it wasn't for the thorns on them and the fact that the way that they do branch out like this, they really do take up a lot of room in the garden. But anyhow, the last time I pruned this guy, I was back up to in here or so. It did have some wire on it. I'm trying to get away from wiring these as much as I can. I was thinking about getting some on this one, but I think this one here, I'm just going to try to take advantage of some directional pruning. I'm going to show you here. This is actually a very good branch to show because it's actually in the middle of sprouting. Usually right after they bloom, they'll get a growth spurt, and you can see this one already has, that one's got a new branch coming that way, a new branch coming that way, that way, that way. Now this pot is kind of small to allow it to keep growing out like that as a quote unquote forever, but if I had that in a big 5-gallon bucket or in the ground, those would all become viable branches. But this one was kind of coming out front a little bit too much, so the node coming back this way, I left that, and it'll die back a little of that and kind of continue growing that way. And then I'm just going to do the same thing all the way around, cut out some of the crossing branches. This one is just crossing right on top of the other one there. This one's going straight up. Some nice blooms on that one. And then this one is also going straight up, and it's got another little sub branch kind of going off to the side just a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the main branch and leave that little sub branch there, help it build a little taper too. I'd almost consider leaving this whole thing, but I do want it to react with some backbudding here. And I could take a node coming back at me this way. So a lot of this side of the tree is coming at you that way. Alright, this little branch here is also crossing. This back branch back here is really small. And in all honesty, I have it backed up against a bald cypress tree. And I think every now and again, the wind just kind of keeps knocking them together, and I think that gets broken from time to time. See if you guys can see here on the lowest branch here, goes into 2 branches. The one closest to me actually has a ton of backbudding going on it, but it never really had any kind of a branch coming out. I don't know if that's maybe something that, I can't really see anything broken there or anything. Seems like it almost hasn't grown at all since the last time I pruned it. This one obviously has the long branch there with some blooms on it. And so I think I'm just going to come back on that one and allow that. You can see where it's got some new growth in there too. Just hitting our rainy season, and the trees really do love the rainwater. It's a little straight up branch there. This will be the last branch before I get into the apex. Hope that should kind of shoot out that way. And then up here in the apex, I just kind of figured with these shorter branches here, or I'm sorry, skinnier branches, if you will, because they are skinnier, they should also be shorter. So Alright, so there is a little bit of new growth right here. And for some reason I noticed a lot of these where I try to turn into the apex. I don't know why that'll get, here's the old chop mark there, and they almost always seem to have a little bare spot before the foliage starts. Up here on some of this new growth up here, I have buds, if I have flower buds and flowers and everything. And so in the interest of taper and everything else, I'm going to go below that last chop and take it to right there. Like I said, the little growth right there coming out should help it go that way. And then just, I'm hoping to keep this little extra lateral branch here, so I'm just going to prune like just the blooms off there. All right, a little bit of a better look at it there. I did notice it's kind of out of place there. That's too bad. Now it's all pruned up and the leaves are starting to close up a little bit from being inside. The pot is kind of angled to have that as the front. That may actually make a better front like that if I can just kind of keep that in mind whenever I do go to repot it. We'll look back here on the back side too. Back branch is all coming this way, and like I said, I do think that's where it's kind of fallen into that tree behind it. I definitely don't have time to rearrange everything today, but I do need to get that done soon. Alright, and this one's going to be kind of quick here. Hard to get in the picture. This has been recently repotted. I should have actually mentioned that that tree I just had in here was split from this on one of its repots. I think it was the repot before, which would have been probably about 3 years ago. But anyhow, let's look at the other side here. This is basically growing out from under the larger sacrifice branch that I had at one point. And then this down here kind of popped up out of the side of where that sacrifice branch was. And then there was another one down here that is not getting any more sprouts off of it. I said that I was going to start cutting them off to try to control those big scars down there. But even I still see this thing, and I'll try to give you guys a closer look up at what I'm talking about here in a minute. But I still see it's got a really bad inverse taper problem here. And it's got this wicked angle on it here. Pretty sure just from getting beaten up kind of early in the storm. We had a wicked one last night, but this one did not actually blow over. The other two did, but this one did not. And again, just trying to use some directional pruning here. And let's go back to there with that one. And then basically these two, here's where I cut it the last time. I'd like to come, actually the way I've been cutting, I've either been going below where I cut it the last time or a couple nodes above. I'm actually gonna, there's some straight up growth off of the thicker part right there I don't want to keep. And so again, just keeping the directional pruning in mind. Hopefully that'll kind of come out more laterally there. And then this one, try to take it down to about the same size. This one, when I directionally pruned it before, I wanted it to come out that way and it went straight over that way. I might just cut that, all that new growth off there. Wasn't really in a good spot anyhow. Hopefully it'll just kind of decide to go another direction now. And then this one, the chop is back further, so I'm going to come out to about there. That's going to be just too far out. I was originally going to leave all this new growth, but I can even see it's kind of not going in the best directions there. Just try to correct that just a little bit. Alright, I brought it down to size a little bit better with the exception of the sacrifice branches. So right here, a little bit of a black spot there. And that is, I took this as an air layer and the air layer had failed, and then I took it off as a cutting. just kind of a blind hope that it would grow, and it got all these sprouts on top of it. And then basically that's what's creating all the inverse tapers, it growing around that spot where the air layer actually failed. Kind of hard to explain without going back through all the videos and everything. And I'm trying to do a few other projects today. Sometimes it's hard to picture what it'll look like without the sacrifice branch there, but it is a little more, like I said, in shape. After getting it potted last time, I thought this might be a good front because it would cover up that scar, but it really is kind of hard to tell. Alright, and this will be the last one I'm going to look at today. This I took as a cutting just before I actually took that other one as an air layer. That one I just had in here. I took this as a much smaller cutting than the size of the air layer I was attempting to get there. A little more of a conventional looking trunk and everything. At one point, I think this one I was going to keep on as a sacrifice branch, and again I was going to try to go all clip and grow. Then this kind of sprouted out a little after that one, right at first. This was when it was very young. And I just kind of thought maybe I could make two long branches out here and then make a crown up top. It bloomed just as I took my trip to North Carolina earlier, so I couldn't really do a good video of it then. And then actually I've just noticed here, it's got a huge, again, kind of one of these things of some of these places up high, where it's got no leaves and then plenty of growth out of the top. Just kind of one of those things, I'm not really sure why they do that, where out here on the edges it seems to do fine. It always seems to be in the apex where it'll get some kind of quick growth like that with no leaves on it. Did with the other trees, just try to work with some directional pruning. It's a big chop mark there. I think I might have tried to let that elongate, and I think it kept going up, so I had to do a big chop. And I'm going to keep just the low growth coming out of the end of that chop. Big crossing branch there. This one's going the right direction, and then this one is just completely not. I'm going to take that whole thing off there. Try to keep that lower growth on that one. It's so funny that right in the center, I know this is a apogee dominant tree, but it's amazing how it'll push it out to the side sometimes and won't come straight. There's a bunch of new growth right on this middle branch here, which is the skinniest of them, and I'd like that to become the apex. This is the only thing that was really kind of growing like it was an apex, and it's way off to the side there, if you will, and everything. Take it down to about there. Alright, so I'm really liking the way this tree looks. Starting to get a pretty powerful look to it. Some movement going up there. I do believe this is the better side, although it really does not look too bad coming from the other direction either. A little more in the picture there. There is one branch, and I know that you can't change your mind once you've taken something off, but it comes off of, this branch is going this way, and then it's coming up here And up here it's already across all these other major branches coming up. And I just find it a little distracting. I was gonna take the whole thing off. I'm gonna see. It's got a little node right there. I'm just gonna see if maybe it can kind of follow that way a little bit more rather than crossing the whole tree like that. These bare branches here are live branches. Those are the ones that had all that bare space before the foliage at the end.